Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with Alter Ego. I was not planning to start recording the next part because I planned to grind, but I went and bought this book because I just realized it was available. The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Does despair dream of vermin? That's a way to put it. A novella by Franz Kafka. Upon waking, Gregor Samsa finds himself metamorphosed into a dreadful insect, a monstrous vermin. Kafka's 3 novels, The Missing Man, The Trial, The Castle, remain incomplete. They remain incomplete. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these. There's Lewis Carroll. But we have to get as much of these as possible. Oh my god, we go all the way up to O and N and R. Why are we skipping letters? H. There's no I. We buy a new book. Ugh, we need to be in the D's to buy that one. Let's see, that gives us B. Now that we're in C's, it's so slow, so I think we will buy this. Paper turning noises. I want to get to the point where we're getting like the C currency on a regular basis. Made some progress in No Longer Human. No longer human. I had now ceased utterly to be a human being. We're still just kind of slowly trekking along on each of these books. I might read an actual book while waiting. Okay, so we've delved further into the metamorphosis. You're well aware that I'm seriously in debt to our employer, as well as having to look after my parents and my sister, so that I'm trapped in a difficult situation. That is unfortunate. I've never heard of any of these books, I think. We seriously still have so long to go. Like, I was gonna just not get any... Like, I'm trying to save up for the Straight is the Gate book here. But, like, our earn rate's not good enough. We need to seriously amp it up. Oh, thank goodness. Delved further into Demian. You ought not to want anything, only yourself, your own fate. I would also like money. Delved further into The Moon Over the Mountain. I've degraded into such a beast because I was more concerned about my meager poetic achievements. Well, good thing that doesn't happen in real life. Well, even though I'd like to save up for the next book, we pretty much have to up our ego gain rate, otherwise it's going to take forever. So, 1-6. Association, and for some reason there's a mirror next to this one. Oh hey, we actually get a reward, but now I just feel stupid. That's a lot more ego via tapping. Well, tapping, I guess, is the boring one, but... The Illusion of Awareness. So good of you to come. How do you like the new view? Are you nervous? Your heart is racing. Did I change her voice? I hope I didn't. Take deep breaths now. In, out. There you go. Well done. Now for the main event. I want for you to talk about whatever is on your mind. It doesn't matter if it's boring or meaningless. Just speak freely. Now, close your eyes. Choose freely among these words, whichever most suit your feelings, regardless of whether they seem boring, unrelated, or pointless. School camp? Tunnels, wretched? I'll say active, because I'm worried I'm not active enough in this situation. But we cannot pick enough. Starry sky, thirst, hide and seek, plans, drowning, foolishness, comfort, sparkle. I'll stay starry sky, because I'm writing a book, and I've been thinking about how I haven't seen a starry sky in a while. Way of life, down the road, connection, despair, secret bases, rage, unhappiness, school lunches. I will say down the road, because I'm thinking about what's happening down the road. Sulking, forgiveness, anticipation, deceived, preparations, resolution, lies, blackboards, school-related ones. Ugh. I think I would say deceived, because I've been thinking a lot about all the deception encountered during this situation. Staying home, falling, melancholy, proceed, floating, volant, laughter, sports meets. Staying home, because I've been stuck at this place since then. Prom, zeal, dreams, memory, doubt, hospitals, pets, feathers. I say I've been feeling a lot of doubt, but pets might be more accurate currently. Because I just saw a cat and a raccoon. So I'll say pets. Secrets, kindness, shopping, jovial, scabs, guilt, golden years, trauma. I guess I would say shopping because we got the AliExpress ads. Fear, challenges, delight, cute, back alleys, aspirations, daydream, discipline. Fear is pretty prevalent. I like cute things, and I always get distracted by daydreams. Oh, which to pick? I'll say fear. Unrequited, sweet toys, brilliance, inferiority complex, roads, told off, puppy. I was actually just thinking about inferiority, so I'll pick that. Laying oneself bare, detention, grief, freedom, dependence, ideals, empty lots, hobbies. Hobbies, because I was just writing about that in my story as well. Future, anguish, hopes, defeat, birthday parties, first love, fire drills, live or live. I've been thinking about the future and anguish a lot, and also hopes. Ugh. I'll say hopes. Tomorrow, skipping, contempt, moving house, playing, palpitations, solitude, sunset. I'll say palpitations. I'm worried about my health. Fester, growth, family, decluttering, criminal, lessons, school bells, virtual reality. Say family. Broken, flashbacks, escapism, nude, travels, evening, success, skipping school. Evening, because it's nighttime. Lifestyle change, roses, wounding. Homework, retribution, choosing a career, promises, or way home. I'll say retribution because I've been thinking about that too. Recollections, hopscotch, painful, leading edge technology, vacation days, swings, tragedy, designs for the future. I'll say recollections. Classrooms, summer holidays, leap, life, goals, scenery, empty, impulse. Life. Lighthouse, planner, staring over. Supposed to be starting over. Pretend play, advancement. Parent-teacher meetings, crying, loneliness. Say loneliness. Persistence, die, cutthroat, horror, the park. Class trips, change, home tutoring. Guess I'd say die. Too many bad things happening lately, so I'm worried about people. Playing mother, bullying, panic, rain clouds, childhood, independence, lifespan, savings. Say bullying. I stress out about a lot of these things. You can open your eyes now. It can be difficult to open yourself to associations. But you did well. It seems like you've done this before. Now let me interpret what it all means. Okay, she's gonna judge us again. This was a little all over the place, so I don't know how well it's gonna go. Your Latin conflict is, changes shape me, future affirmation. You live for tomorrow, not for days gone by. At first glance, you come off as very positive and forward-facing. On the other hand, you may just be trying to escape from your current reality. Moreover, it offends you when the future is framed negatively. Why do you feel the need to put the future in a positive light? It's not a bad thing to treasure the possibilities of days to come. However, unrealistic expectations aren't healthy. I do not really live for tomorrow, and I think about the past constantly, but what can I do? What is awareness? It's like an illusion that appears only when you think of it. How do you get endings in this game? Both hope and despair are rooted outside of awareness. What is it that your unconscious mind longs for? If you wander around this place a bit longer, you might find out. Keep saving up ego and come see me again. Oh, good. This is the one we need. So we're going to do this one right away. 1-7, Omens, torn at the seams, because we get more reading. This path never to be seen again travels farther and farther away. Conversations until this point will be set in stone. Okay. I feel like she's looking at us different. It seems you have gotten used to how things work in this place. I think we're ready to progress, don't you? Whatever is the matter? Afraid of change? I don't like change. You don't have to be. Nothing will change right away. Yet, when I look at you as you are now, you're awfully open to your own impulses. Do you think I'll like you for it? I might. Like this, the facade might... No, nothing. Ignore me. Ah, something unwanted this way comes. Yes, it's that facade. Let their words in one ear and out the other. There's no need to heed them whatsoever. I, however, will be off for now. Come back when you have gathered more ego. Got some kind of mist thing happening here. What is this? We have to go back here. Are we going to see the door again? Oh, is this the facade? We meet again, my lost child. I have been watching each choice you make. You do not conform, you live in sin. I think we all live in sin one way or the other. S has seduced you. Ease? Ease has seduced you. How pitiful. Do not give in to impulse. Keep society in mind. Until we meet again, never forget. Choose based on logic. Choose based on logic. I choose based on whatever is fitting at the time. No, butterfly. Well, even though I'm still trying to save up, we're going to do 2-1, Desires, Chasing the Ideal. I still don't know why there's a mirror. There's reflections or whatever. I have a confession to make. I quite enjoy these talks we have. I've been alone here for such a long time. I wonder if we're ever going to see this world in color. Such a long... At first, it was just a way to kill time. I wanted to learn more about another person, the first I've ever met. But now, it's like a reprieve for me. It doesn't seem that way, really. I'm just not very expressive. Now, I'm going to ask you 12 questions. Don't think too hard, answer quickly and honestly. I will overthink this. Are you punctual? I'll say yes. I'm going to try to be. Does your mood change at the drop of a hat? Yes, that's part of having anxiety. Do you take action before thinking? No, pretty much never. Do you prefer quiet solitude? I think I would say neither, because I hate always being alone, but sometimes it's nice. Do you like bustling places? Say neither again. Do you enjoy the unexpected? No. And it really depends what the unexpected is. Do you consider things systematically? I'm not even sure what she means by that. I'll just say neither. Do you prioritize the past over the future? Neither. Kind of do both. Do you have difficulty empathizing with others? No, I overly empathize. Do you prefer to make a splash in life? Depends what you mean by splash. Like, I don't want to be the center of attention, but I would like to do something, you know. I'll say no. Would you say you're a dreamer? Yes, of course. Are you the type who doesn't get jokes? No. So you're... Well, here we go. Analysis complete. Your ego ideal is follow your aesthetic, artistic. What you think and feel at any given moment is more important to you than anything else. You may tend to see the person you were just a few moments ago a complete stranger. If so, that proves just how strong an emphasis you place on the present. However, to anyone else, you're just the same old you. It may seem like a good thing to enjoy constant change, but others might also find you awfully moody. Again, I don't enjoy constant change. I'm artistic, but I don't enjoy constant change. Quite the revelation, That should explain a bit of what goes on in your head. It might sound somewhat strange to say, but understanding one's own heart is not such an easy thing to do. The same goes for me, of course. I don't know myself at all. In fact, I probably know even less than you do about my... Yes, well, come on back when you have gathered some more ego. Who is this girl? What is with the fog? 2-2 is the playhouse. A mind discombobulated. I wish we could do that one because we get more reading, but we need E for that. There, we need 8.30 E. And with the booster, 3 hours would only get us like 25 some D. So we need to do some more reading. Let's look at these. B. I think we need to up this one. Delved further into the metamorphosis. The lack of any direct communication, along with the monotonous life led by the family during these 2 months, must have made him confused. Now let's look at our goals. Now 3 hours worth of ego is 160 D. Still gonna be for freaking ever before we can do anything big, but let's look at this book again. Oh, this takes a bunch of G just to read now. Let's see if we can get all of them to see. Let's look here. Okay, we'll try reading more of Demian. Nope, we already ran out of things for that one. What's our page goal? Still so many of them. Only 18 minutes in, too. Well, I'll see you guys about 6 hours when I've made progress. No, we actually managed to upgrade. Oh, we finished reading The Moon Over the Mountain. The tiger looked up at the moon, which had already lost its white light. It roared a few times, then jumped into the bushes from whence it came, never to be seen again. The Moon Over the Mountain by Atsushi Nakajima. So we've maxed that one out. I wonder if these are how many pages these books have in real life. We've got to start making some serious headway here. Well, at least 3 hours now gets us to the E. That's good. We finished reading Demian. This is actually not long before I did the other 2 parts. I need only bend my head over the black mirror to see my own image, my image which now wholly resembles him, my friend and leader. Demian by Hermann Hesse. Let's look at our goals. Now we're still in the 1E territory. Can we finish any other books? Finished reading No Longer Human, the Yozo we knew was so easygoing and amusing. And if only he hadn't drunk, no, even though he did drink, he was a good boy, an angel. No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. Well, We have finished a bunch of books today. Now the only one we can read is this one. Let's look at our goals. And we're still in the ones, so I don't feel like we accomplished that much. Finally got ourselves the new book, Straight is the Gate, by Andre Gide. For Love Unrequited, a novel by Andre Gide featuring protagonist Jerome, whose love interest Alyssa abandons all worldly joy before fading from this world altogether. Gide uses this piece to comment on the idea of self-sacrifice. We gotta get another butterfly so we can get the ×3. Okay, we can do the mind gets discombobulated and up our reading gain. I had a strange and sudden thought that my words and deeds and private thoughts were following a script someone prepared for me. Do I even have a will of my own, I wonder? Perhaps I am someone else's mindless puppet. Perhaps I'm the only one who doesn't know it. It's just a thought. I don't really believe it. I'm telling you, she's about to go Doki Doki Literature Club on us. You needn't take it seriously. It was inspired by something I read in a book. It stuck with me for some reason. I keep changing the volume. Could I ask you a question? Are my words truly my own? They are, I'm sure, if you want them to be or no, they're not. I'm going to say they are. Yes, they are. I'm ease. I am ease. You strip away all my security, you do. The more you come to know yourself, the less I seem to know myself. I see that now. You're like my shadow. As my shadow grows longer, I end up... No, that's not right. If anything, I must be your... My conscience? Gather more ego, will you? I will be waiting. Oh, goodness. 2-3, the villain. There can be only one. There can be more than one villain. So we're making some progress here, but how many... Oh, we need to do F's now. Yeah, other books. Delve further into Straight is the Gate. Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Let's finish, see if we can finish Metamorphosis. Delved further into the Metamorphosis. Now it hardly occurred to him that he had become so thoughtless about the others. Now we can't upgrade either of the books. We finally managed to acquire a new book. First Love by Ivan Turgenev. Love Teased to Life, a novel by Ivan Turgenev. Even as he is strung along by the noble Zenaida, who lives next door, the storyteller Vladimir falls in love. According to Turgenev, this story is almost autobiographical in nature. I think it would be smart to focus on reading this one. Well, we're about to delve further into First Love. Princess? I thought nothing. How can I? I replied in confusion. Well, we've at least ventured into the E territory. That's nice. Click the ad again. Well, we can move on to 2-3, the villain. There can be only one. Good and evil can't be defined in black and white. That's why one's interpretation becomes so important. I'm fascinated to see how you will interpret this story. I thought you were going to tell us how you interpreted the last one. Oh, look at the cute kids. This story is about two little girls who obtain some poison. The nature of the story depends on how you interpret it. Are you ready to answer a few questions? Choose the closest answer to your take on it. Let's hear it then. What's your story? Who did they get the poison from? They stole it from their parents, they made it themselves, a nasty wizard gave it to them. I'll say a nasty wizard gave it to them because it's the first thing poison brought to mind. But I was thinking more witch. Why did they want the poison? They needed it because they're planning a murder. They didn't, they just happened to wind up with it, or they're simply curious about it. I'll say they didn't, they just happened to wind up with it. What is the relationship between the twins like? They're partners in crime, they trust each other's family, or they're too alike to get along? I say they trust each other's family. Look, they're holding hands. How will it end? The twins will be punished for obtaining the poison. One twin will be killed by the poison. The twins will poison their parents. I don't want them to get punished. They didn't obtain it by choice. I say they will get punished. Okay, I wasn't intending for this. Rotting away in a dark, dank prison, the twins reflect on their sins. I kind of just thought they'd be grounded. That was quite the story. Sometimes it takes fiction to reveal the truths of reality. Allow me to interpret your story next. Like, I did not sentence these children to jail. I just thought they'd get a little scolding or something. Jeez. Should have had them poison their parents. Your hidden contempt is, deny stable impulses, conformed freedom. You seem to resist freedom. It's as if you feel very strongly about that which is unacceptable from a societal or ethical standpoint. In fact, you don't tend to reject anything of your own volition. You seem to believe that anything bad that happens comes from others. You're not wrong, but you shouldn't expect others to agree. I think I reject a lot of things of my own volition personally. As that facade appears evil to me, so too must appear evil to them. I think it was supposed to be so too I. Might I ask, which of us is evil in your eyes? My apologies, that was an awful question to put to you. After all, I'm the one who just said there's no definitive answer. Forget I asked. Really, put it out of your mind. I'm afraid of the answer. I think right now I'm pretty indifferent, although I feel like we're supposed to be trusting her, even though she threatened us. I'll see you later when you have more ego. Probably should end this part, although I wish I had enough to do the next one, because we get more via reading, and that would be a nice one to leave off of, especially since... Oh, no, that's skepticism. It's times 3 ego earned. But at least it's a lot more ego earned from reading. Two of them. Well, I think we will just pause and then try to do that one at least next, so we can at least get the boost. Touch the ad again! Well, that was fast. 2-4, skepticism, from whence the world came. You asked me once what this place is. Do you remember? This place is closed off from the outside world. It doesn't need a name. I believe that is how I answered you. This is actually Heavenly Host. I don't know anymore, though. I thought I understood this place. I didn't question it for a fraction of a second. I didn't consider it for even a millisecond. Maybe it's strange of me to ask you this. But what do you think this place is for me? A place to gain control over your impulses, a place where no one can bind you, where you can be yourself, a place to rediscover who you truly are. The last one. Rediscover? Is that even possible for me? I suppose I shouldn't overthink it. It's just as I've been telling you. Your interpretation begets your story, and mine interpretation begets mine. Yet, if that is so, then, when you're not here, Excuse me, I need some time alone to think. Keep saving up ego and come see me again. Oh my goodness. Now we're getting a reading boost. How long would it be to G? Because I do want to end this part, but it would also be nice to get the second boost, and then we'd be back to via tapping boosts. Oh, we also lost our normal boost. Well, at the very least, we're about to acquire a new book. Somokuto by Santoka Taneda. I Lift Myself Up, a collection of haiku poetry by Santoka Taneda. Santoka composed free verse haiku to more accurately portray his emotions. After failing in business, he drank heavily and cast off society, living as a beggar. That's good because we needed the much bigger boost for E. I really want to get close enough to finish this one. Or not finish it, but at least get to the next part. Delved further into Straight as the Gate. It was to him that I offered my trouble. I thought that Alyssa, too, was taking refuge in him. And I think we will end this part here, even though I'd really like to get the next upgrade thingy done. Just tabbing this like crazy. Finished reading The Metamorphosis. And, as if in confirmation of their new dreams and good intentions, as soon as they reached their destination, Grete was the first to get up and stretch out her young... Her young what? This is related to that cocoon thing I keep hearing about. But anyway, yeah. So I'll finish this part here. Let me know what you think is going on in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!